Hello and welcome back to part 2 of this episode of Blades in the Dark, the Blackwater Exchange. So, you have a plan. Just off camera then, we were just discussing the Skull Revolution. The reason the clock's not changed is because the grinders have dedicated the last several weeks to finding your lair, which they have.
Yeah, they did really well at that.
Yeah, 4 weeks, on average of 2 dice, and they moved from the docks. And then you critted and just put their plans into absolute shit.
That's what we do.
It's hilarious. So that's why the Skull Revolution clock hasn't changed, because they've not had any time to.
We've still got the engagement roll.
They could still go horribly wrong.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
is there anything you want to do before the engagement?
So we've mobilised, or we want to ask Surox for help. A boat. That's all we need from him. A small boat.
Okay.
That we can transport ourselves onto.
Certainly, that will be. So if you want to find him, so Surox's ship is in port.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just go and ask him.
I'm just going to go ask them.
Be risky standard.
Okay.
They might say no. They might want something.
Yeah, I'll send the best envoy we have in Merrick, Daines.
See,
Messenger boy.
Merrick's not overly happy about the plan, but he accepts that it is probably the best plan.
What's it like for Merrick to go back on the ship?
I mean,
I'm staying away from that tree.
The tree, yeah.
I'm staying away from
their
downstairs.
quarters.
I am just like.
if Merrick doesn't want to do it, then Merrick can lie. Merrick can just say he went to the ship. Merrick can just say they said no.
No, I'm very going to try. So I go onto the ship.
The Imbolc. It's the name of the ship.
Bulk.
I mean, do I see anybody on the ship first of all?
Yeah, you see crew there.
I will ask for Captain Surox.
Important.
One of them just looks at you and stares at you for an uncomfortably long silence before pointing.
An important business with him. Thank you. And I'll go, I guess, to the captain's cabin. Is that where he's pointing? Yeah.
That's where the tree was.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to go far into the
tree.
The captain's cabin
with the bloodwater. The white tree, the bloodwater. You see Sturrock's the white hair, the cat eyes.
Yeah.
So I see you again. So soon.
Have you tried the product yet?
Yes.
What is your verdict?
I'm still seeking the answers, but
with the small talk.
Get to the point.
Just love it.
You hear Thadeus' head, stop with the small talk.
We approach you to ask for a favour on top of our arrangement.
So as you're discussing this, Surox will walk out to the deck with you, on the deck of the ship. So as you stand on the ship overlooking Doskvol.
Yeah. And I will ask to borrow a boat. I will explain our business. We are about to meet with our enemies. They will come by the water and we need a ship.
I mean, a persuasive argument is we won't be able to make it if our vault gets blown up.
Yeah, that's what I'll move towards if he shows any...
A boat. As in a lifeboat. And as you look around, you are on a metal Leviathan hunter ship.
Yeah.
What kind of boat do you want?
Nothing, not like...
It's just one capable of holding
like
a couple of people and capable of boarding a vessel if needs be.
Okay, so like, do you want like a canal boat or like a gondolier or?
No, not like a gondola. More like a
barge.
Yeah, but like a barge. Yeah,
because that's what they've got.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So similar to what they've got.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so basically a barge. Yeah, because they've got basically barges.
A barge.
Yeah.
Yeah, good enough, faster. I don't have any for you, but I'll certainly try and acquire some on short notice.
You do seem good at that.
I'll take that as a compliment, not an insult.
No? That is what it was meant for.
I don't think it's risky. I'd say controlled. Control standard.
Control standard.
Yeah.
Would it be a consort or a sway in this case? How is he towards us?
He, she, they.
How are they towards us?
Androgynous types of race. It's hard to tell. You can't tell. They all wear loose fitting clothing. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Not warm, but
Okay.
they don't want to see you fail. So be controlled. Consort a sway.
I don't think Merrick would be like overly friendly with them. I think it's gonna be a sway.
Okay. Control standard.
Control standard.
Boy!
Pretty boy.
How many crits can we roll today? This is just leading towards us having a horrible score.
That's amazing. You critted asking for a boat.
You get a warship.
Yeah. She's like, you know what? Take my Leviathan boat. Just take my hunter.
What is this?
You can't give the Leviathan ship.
No.
I apologise for this, Matt.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm thinking that it works. It's amazing. This is what I love about This is why I love RPGs.
Surely he's got to give us some crew, or like.
Yeah, what would you ask for? I mean, a situation. What would you think? I mean, crew's the other one for me, but I wouldn't want to force it on you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Them. But yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, if you didn't want to take crew.
That's what I'm thinking. Merrick might not want people who possess them.
I mean, there are like upgrades for boats in the book,
you can have
which are
like
faster boats,
yeah.
or like have a field around them, like an electrical force field, so people can't jump on the boat.
I've got an idea. Yeah, I've got an idea. What do you want? What would you want? Would you want crew?
Or maybe like a quieter boat, or like or like a shrouded boat or something like that.
Something that they want. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. No, that's.
You probably wouldn't want crew, but
so Xerox will. Yeah.
You're so persuasive.
Xerox will look at you at the corner, out of side cat eye, blinking sideways. You make a compelling argument. If you have no layer, if you have no workshop, how can you make product? I've not come this far to see you fail. I will call in some favours I have with some of the dockers. I will obtain you a vessel worthy of fighting. I will also see it to it that you have the numbers needed to ensure you win this battle. These are my terms.
From your crew?
Yes. They are seasoned fighters, all of them they are. You know they're Leviathan hunters. You know from your father, like, when you're a Leviathan hunter, you literally stare giant demons in the eye and fight. Like, they are fighters. They
He's
have
not
no
going to
fear.
call a Leviathan from the depths, is he? It's like tentacles, big mouth.
Where do you see this attack happening?
We'll explain to him on the inn. We'll explain it's the river into
the border
between
Crowsfoot and
Charleville.
Okay. Xerox will provide you, if you want it, with crew to man the sides of the rivers. All I require is the bodies.
We have no use for the bodies.
Excellent.
We should have just gone to him instead of really, Dr. Flynn.
Yeah, you can have the bodies. Give them to a Taichirosi pirate. Okay.
Very well. I will leave the ship.
Cool.
Are you coming back with the ship though?
He said you'd get one arranged.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
I'll
you
press
arrange
the
the
urgency.
details, time and place,
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah.
In that case, then Xerox is already walking off the gangplank and just whistles. It's a weird whistle. You also notice now Turk's tongue is split. Down like a snake, split.
I think that would make it quite difficult to whistle.
Yeah, no, crazy.
It
Right?
makes it better.
Whether it was cosmetic or the way they were born, you don't know.
Right.
But and as this whistle, like just two of the crew just like half like glide up right behind them, and he's suddenly walking down the gangplank now. All three of them almost synchronise, put their hoods up as they go into the town city proper, and it's like these three black coloured cloaked figures. They're just odd. They're just strange. Like even in a city like Doskvol where ghosts roam, these are just odd people. But they kind of fit in with the menagerie of life that goes on here. They go down to...
Well forced.
They go down to the dockers. They don't ask, they simply state to some of the gondoliers there that we will be requiring a vessel like this. A couple of blue coats are drawn up, and Xerox just stands there the entire time. You can see this person's got sway and power here.
Yeah.
You know, in this small Leviathan hunting, the canals, it's its own world, it's its own sphere. Xerox has definitely got some sway and rep here. The other two do most of the work, most of the talk, and Xerox utters a few choice words here, a stern glance there, a nod here, and you have a armoured, speedy, an armoured, fast canal boat.
Okay. That's good.
Excellent. And some crew.
And some crew. So the way the crew's going to work is they'll give you a volley.
A volley?
They'll give you a volley. So when you say fire, they'll fire. I'm just going to work how many dice you get now.
6. About 6, right?
6 or 7.
6 or 7? 8?
Area scale for excellent service.
I'm still laughing at the crit. Like
2 crits.
you hardly get any crits. In
I know.
Other than when we're stress relieving.
So you've got a tier 3 boat.
Yeah.
In case it comes up that we need to do
Yeah.
like boat handling. See, the boat's tier 3. In terms of the gang, you're going to get 3 dice.
3 dice.
3 dice from the volley.
Right.
Okay, cool.
So Xerox, when you basically say fire, they'll fire.
Yeah.
They'll give you a 3 dice volley.
Okay.
They are equipped. You see now, as you basically when you do meet them, they will have pistols, but a brace.
Okay.
So a brace of pistols.
Yeah. Fair enough.
They are all dressed in these long, again similar. It's like this black cloak, like a hoodie, basically, like a long, almost like cult-like. But it's not too similar to what the vultures wear. It's what a lot of the sailors tend to wear. A lot of the vinyl. It's thick, it's heavy against the wind. But these ones have real deep, like cowl-necked hoods that they can pull up very easily.
Cool.
As you're walking through the darkness, you do see a few of those cat-like glimmers in the eyes that you remember you saw, bringing back memories of going into the dark depths of the ship and just seeing them in the darkness before realising they were people.
Yeah. Merrick keeping a bit of a distance and just kind of regarding them with a bit of suspicion, but he's letting them get on with their preparations.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, is there anything else that we need to prepare for this?
No, I mean I can outline what I'd imagine the plan is. I think I did it before, but basically there's going to be a boat with.
So
with
I would say here, what's the point of engagement? Because
that's true. That's true.
What kind of plan do? Because that's
It's
like the detail.
It's an assault.
Assault?
So it's an ambush.
Okay. What's your detail?
I drop a grenade into the leading boat off a bridge into the leading boat.
Okay.
We're sort of split into 2 groups.
Yep.
So one person's on like a boating party, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try and commandeer the other 2 boats, and the other group is on a bridge.
Forward.
Or on a bridge.
Okay.
So as the first boat goes under and gets exploded, hopefully the second boat will be passing under and we'll jump onto the second boat from the bridge, like rappel down or something like that.
Okay.
So that's the point of assault.
So I'll be on the boat team, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to be.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. You'd know from numbers this is pretty much the whole of the Grinders gang
Okay.
have come.
Okay.
Whatever remains of them, because they've been damaged. I mean, you got halfway to destroying them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from the docks.
And you killed a load of them and some have been arrested. So whatever remains, like this is their last ditch. Again, they will go in to rob your vault. Like
We're gonna get so much heat.
Probably.
Oh well, let's go.
I was laughing before. I was like, you literally had your first growth with no heat. It's like we've got to make up for that. We have to make up for last week with the heat.
Maybe we don't blow up the boat.
What are you doing?
Dan, what should we do?
I mean,
do we have to blow up the boat? We've got such an advantage now. I think we need to pivot our plan.
We should blow up the one like.
But it's just going to cause so much heat. An explosion gets us like 4 heat off the bat.
You're at war. That's 2. You're gonna. Oh no, you're at war. That's 1. Killing is 2.
I feel like we're going up 1 to the left anyway.
No, I don't want to explode it because we're going to drive the boats into their base anyway and explode it. There's the explosion.
Exactly. There's going to be an explosion anyway, so why not blow 1 up?
But I'd rather have 3 boats explode in their base than 2.
This is not about heat anymore. Suddenly, this is about
how big you can make one explosion.
All the gang's here.
Yeah, fine. We'll explode a boat.
Okay.
I can't believe you're talking me into this.
Mayhem! Mayhem!
You are an assault plan. What's the detail on the assault?
Point of attack.
Point of attack is
dropping a grenade into
that's
the boat.
Attack.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing it's one of the bridge. Yeah, it's one of the bridges between Shot Hollow and Crow's Foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you've got your crew on the bridge, getting to hide them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the boat team. Where do you want Surus crew?
Basically, docked up.
Mm-hmm.
They'll see the boats go past,
Yeah.
and then they'll aim to follow them.
Okay.
And then the first boat will hopefully explode if we timed it right. We have got walkie-talkies though,
You do.
so we can coordinate a little bit
Yeah.
as to when the boats are coming and if they've passed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that gives us a bit of advantage in terms of the ambush. So yeah, That's it. So 1 dice for sheer luck. If we're ready for the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 dice for sheer luck. 1 dice which you know they're coming. You have that advantage. You've worked out their path.
Yeah.
1 dice for Circus Crew.
Yep.
You have now have a numerical advantage. I think 4 dice.
What, for the walkie-talkie maybe?
I think the whole thing. So, but look at this. You've got Circus Crew.
Yeah.
1 luck the crew. The preparation, i.e., you know they're coming, and also the know they're coming is more than 1 though, because you know they're coming, but also you've worked out where they're coming from.
We've got the crow's help.
Oh, because we gathered information to see what.
It's not just like that you know they're coming, and
so we can wait.
For it.
We can wait for them.
For example, you could have say you didn't know the route.
Yeah.
You could have put spies out, and you'd
you'd
have to respond, but
you'd
you'd know. Whereas this one, you can literally go, they're coming here, and we're ready. You can't get more controlled than that.
Okay.
You know where they are. You know where they are coming from.
Watch this bomb. Watch this
4
bomb.
dice. Yeah.
2 each.
2 each.
Cut into the action.
Oh, we bombed! It comes
4
back
dice.
around. It comes back around. About to get interesting.
You are in a desperate situation.
What?
Would they do that? So first of all, I've had this search totally betrayed you. But that wouldn't make sense. That would be hilarious. It wouldn't make sense.
Why didn't the boat split up? Like they actually take 2 different routes, and 1 boat is actually going towards our gang.
That would be
our
quite.
base.
Oh man, yeah.
And we have to try and pivot, try and chase it down.
You know what? I like that. I think that's the best way. Is that the 3 boats have split.
All they see is like that's the main
Yeah.
other thing. That's a bit boring.
Yeah, the 3 boats are splitting. Make a little note of this now. We'll draw 3 little boats to see how you do for each one. So, as you stand on one of the bridges overlooking Crow's Fort and Char Hollow, as they're coming down in Dusk River, you see one of them suddenly cuts off through the main river that cuts through Char Hollow. Char Hollow is split in 2, right? Suddenly one of them starts cutting through here, and you go, wait, what? Like, they're not sticking together. And as that happens, another one splits off. You realise they're now taking 3 separate routes towards Crow's Foot.
Oh shit.
I mean, I'm not as smart as Hutton, but clearly Hutton was like, oh, you guys shouldn't be in one place in case you get attacked.
Let's not put all the bombs in one place. I think upon realising that, I think I'd just immediately mobilise the boat team and just go after the one that's most en route to the base, which is probably the one going through the main river in Charlo.
Yeah.
I'd either say that, or we'll blow up the one that is currently on the route we predicted.
I'm totally expecting you to do that.
Yeah, we'll blow up that boat,
yeah.
and then I'll try and pivot to one of them, and then you try and chase the other one down.
Yeah.
The other one that seems to be taking the quicker route, basically, to the base. I think that's what we'll do. So I'm still going to drop the grenade on
You're dropping a grenade on the other one. That means the first one that's cut off will be going more direct. Will get a head start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm pursuing in boat team.
So you're leaving immediately.
Oh, yeah. You know what? No, I'm gonna scale it to try and cut them off with this boat. I'm gonna try and commandeer this boat.
Okay.
So I can be on the water
yeah.
to get the other 2 boats.
Got you. Yeah. Your boat is fast. That's the thing.
Yeah. So he can cut off ahead. I can try and commandeer this boat.
Yeah.
To then try and get the last boat, basically the one that's lagging
so
behind.
So we'll cut back between you. Sirix's crew is also waiting for a signal.
We're on walkie-talkie, so we can pivot the plan a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. He's on the boat with the Sirix's crew.
You're Sirix's crew?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Right. Who wants to go first?
I will. I think
first.
We said the point of attack was a grenade.
Totally
so I will instead.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do a flashback.
Yeah.
Being a prepared fellow, I've actually brought some repel hooks just in case I needed to.
What's your
loads? Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Have you still got vampire quick gear?
Yeah. Okay. That's one too. In my hidden away. Although maybe normal, because if I fall in the water, it's not going to be good if you've got heavy load.
You can't
if you've got armor. Yeah, I'm still going to.
Just don't fall in the water.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a flashback.
Okay.
I brought hooks with rope on,
yeah.
or
rappel gear,
climbing gear.
You could call it
climbing gear. Oh, that's 2. Good job, I went heavy.
Good job, I went
Climbing gear,
Yeah.
and as soon as the boat starts to come under,
Mhm.
I will throw a smoke grenade down
Okay.
and then jump in after it.
You jump into the smoke?
No, I'll just rappel down. Actually,
You just repel down.
Yeah.
Okay, so the boat comes under, and you and I'm guessing you're thugs or something like that. Your backup crew.
But I'm with the thugs. He's with the
Serious
pirates. Yeah.
Cool. Thugs, pirates.
Yeah.
Pirate life, thug life. So you're jumping down with the thugs. Cool, man.
And the way I do it is I swing down the opposite side the boat's coming, and basically I just kick the first person into the water. As I come down, I just swing down and kick him into the water.
A finesse roll? How do you want to do this?
It's probably skirmish. Yeah.
I mean, you're
To, like,
swinging and
skirmish
kicking.
makes
Yeah, I mean, you're literally fighting.
This is where it all goes downhill, baby.
So
you
this
crit
is
so much, and then 4 dice you get.
what is my position of
That's desperate.
Desperate, yeah, it has to be.
You're affecting me standard.
Desperate standard.
Yeah,
Kicking
3
the
dice.
dice,
3 dice. Ooh, got the 6 with the
You do it on a
2s.
desperate. You do it without negative consequence. You do it. So Thaddeus, you jump over, come swinging down. I would say like Tarzan, but no one here has ever heard of him. But like ye old creatures before the cataclysm that swung through trees, you come swinging down, and the first one just it just land your metal steel toe cap boot, crack in the chest. You feel some ribs break, and he is gone into the drink. And immediately followed by that is just you hear other thuds, heavy thuds, as your crew, your thugs of the Silicon Noose, the Blackwater Exchange, land behind you. Straight away, the grinders realise, oh fuck, this one is led by Derek.
Derek is so. Thaddeus' mind goes quickly to the portfolio he was reading earlier about Derek. What's his deal?
Derek is one of the toughest gang members.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
In Doskvol. He's not a captain, he's not a lieutenant, he's just known for being one of the toughest guys.
Oh, right,
he's like the third in charge.
He's just good at this sort of thing.
He's a pugilist, he's a real fighter.
Fair enough. Okay, that's my opening move. I don't know if you wanted to.
Okay, I'm going to command the crew to just get on the tail of the other one. Like, don't lose them.
Yeah, they are fast at what they do.
Yeah,
like this is a seasoned crew. They water is second nature to them. Even the way they walk on the boat over the river, it's like, you know, for you it's just sometimes little fun, little uneven. They are not uneven at all.
Yeah. I'm going to command. Are there any devil's bargains here? Or in fact,
yeah, I'll give you one straight away. Tick the Leviathan, Stupid Leviathan song. You're working with that crew.
Hell no. Would it
You
be,
don't know what it is?
That'll be one in the bag.
That might be really good. Yeah. I'm commanding them. Is this their role to go, or is it just my command role?
You're kind of to basically chase after it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be your command role.
Just my command
because you're telling them how to do it.
Are you leading a group action though to tell them what to do? Because you can still roll command to allow them to do the
let them
group
do.
action.
Yeah, to use their ability.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're 3 dice.
They are 3 dice
on whatever they want to do. Okay. I'm going to then command lead a group action. So I'm going to command with their finesse to try to like go fast basically. So my command is 5.
5, cool.
Their finesse is a 4.
So you guys do it with this like Slight consequence being is as they're going, it's a limited effect basically, or lesser effect. It goes from standard to limited. Just because there's 2 of them and they're trying to work out, while they're used to the open seas, they aren't used to the winding canals of Doskvol. They're fast, they're good at what they do, but you're not. The canals aren't as familiar to you on water as they are on foot.
Yeah.
So it's taking you a little longer than you'd like to get going to make sure you take the right route. You're having to study the map as you're going. And then a couple of times you're like, oh, that turn in there, we need to go down that way. Like, that's what you're realising.
Out of interest, does my new ability help me at all?
What's your ability?
My new ability is Ghost Voice. I gain potency when communicating with the supernatural.
These are okay, these are fine. These are considered, for all intents and purposes, humanoid enough.
Okay.
They're not doing anything supernatural, they're driving a boat.
I will say, just keep an eye on that. Just remember that later on.
Yep.
Just keep an eye on
Okay.
Just keep that noted.
Sure.
When the combat begins.
Note right there.
Yeah, when the combat begins, you might want to use that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're chasing one of the other boats, and basically.
He's basically doing a 3-point turn. No, go. Austin Powers like that scene. Yeah, that's what it's like.
I'm going
Austin Powers the
to.
boat.
So, stay at the boat as I jumped in.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is Derek? And
He's at the other end of the boat. He's on the rear end.
All right.
In
that case, I'm just going to command my thugs to do their job and just start hacking. Yeah, I think I've instructed them beforehand to not use firearms unless necessary. Obviously, because we're on a boat with explosives.
Yeah.
So use your knives. Kick them into the water because I know they're wearing armor. That sort of thing. I know they're going to struggle in there. So I'm going to command my thugs to get skirmishing. Really. Okay.
So in that case, and as you're doing that, you see there's this moment as Derek sees you and you see him. You know who each other are. And as you realise it's knife work, his guys just do the same. And he just looks at you. He's kind of like, I'm the lot of respect. Like, yeah, there's no guns here. This is butcher's work. And he pulls out 2 hatchets.
Right. Okay. So I'm commanding my my dudes, taking out a few at the same time. Let's see. So that's a 6 for my command, and my thugs are 2 dice. Mm-hmm. Tier 1 experts in thuggery.
Yeah,
that's right. 4 and a 5. So 6 is we do it, and I don't get any stress because my thugs passed as well.
So yeah, the surprise attack.
Oh, sorry, what was the position of that?
Oh, risky standard. Sorry,
risky standard.
It wasn't quite controlled because even though it was surprised, you guys, you've jumped down. That's right. And then to move and target, to move and bow, even though it's slow, it's still moving. Yeah. But yeah, risky standards. Again, if never expressly said, it's risky standard. But yeah, you start doing it. You've got the momentum, the advantage of surprise. You start hacking through the crew. Derek starts rushing forward as well.
Of course,
throws himself into the fray.
Of course,
his little like baker's boy cap blows off into the sea, into the wind behind it. That boyish face is suddenly getting spattered with gore.
Are we moving faster than this boat then?
You are now. Not that you're moving cat faster, but it has had a head start on you.
Okay. I think what I want to do is like.
In fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll a fortune roll for these 2 boats to rain 2 to see how far they've got. So boat 3. So that's going to be in my head. That's Cersei's boat. It's got a 4, so that's mid. And Hutton's boat. It's a 6. Cool.
That's a lot of.
Cersei was the first one to pull off.
Okay.
Hutton was the middle one, second one to pull off. Cersei's taking the most direct route.
That's the one I'm in pursuit of.
That's the whisper.
Cool. Yeah. I think given that there's 3, and ideally I want to just like take this boat out. Mm-hmm. So can I instruct the crew to fire and try and set off the explosives?
Oh, you cold motherfucker in the canals of Char Hollow. Yeah. When Merrick gets down to it, he's remorseful, isn't he? Why
are you causing so much?
Because there's another one. There's another boat we need to go after.
It's like I don't want to do anything too bad, but once I'm convinced, I'm all in.
It's not I don't want to do anything too bad. I don't want to do it with these guys.
I want to do controls, but if we're going to go chaos, we're going all the way.
I
love it. I actually love it. I love Merrick. He's very interesting. It's cool. Right. Okay. So with that said, this will be desperate.
Cool.
And it will be. I would say at the moment it's going to be limited because you're not that close. You'll get in sight of it. But given the advantage they've currently got, they're not massively. You know what? No, because they got a 4. It's still desperate. I think to set it off from distance, but it'll be standard effect.
Okay.
It's more likely to happen, and if you don't fully do it, you at least damage it enough.
Kinda want to push myself for effect.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna push myself for great.
Excellent.
Okay. Okay, I'll also use double bargain here.
Okay.
One of the crew.
It's either or though.
Oh yeah. Okay, no. Do you want the bargain?
Tell me the bargain.
Tell me.
Yeah, because he'll take it now. He'll offer it to you. He'll keep offering it to you. One of the crew just kind of stands next to you and see in the distance, and as you're saying, prepare to fire. They start doing so. They do as they're told. But they are intelligent and would know to offer you their strength. And one of them just says, we're going to show under his breath, Or any of your other... On a side note, any of your gang here, or is it you're just with their crew?
I think I'd have some folks with me.
Some of your
we kind of split.
Yeah. But you've got the actual pirates with you.
Yeah.
One of them was saying under the breath to you, let us get closer. And let us do what we do best, which is butcher's work.
What's the so is this the devil's bargain?
The devil's bargain is he's basically saying unleash us closer. So that's what he wants. The bargain here is they would get, I'm going to use that word, potency, to attack the humans if they're doing so in a melee range. To attack the boat.
Okay, so basically, if I accept, then we wait a bit for the boats to get closer, and then the effect happens.
So then you basically, the other one's going to get an extra roll.
I
Okay, so here's the actual mechanical terms of the boat. Hutton's boat will get an extra roll. Because you're going to spend longer going at these guys.
Yeah. I think I will decline.
He looks a little sad.
Oh,
save it for Hutton, man. If we catch up with Hutton.
Yeah, we need to get to Hutton, and at the moment having one boat unmarked is like
fine. In which case, then he just nods and just pulls his pistol. So, are you doing the volley? Oh, you got. It's what you want to do.
So it's gonna be another group action. Same as before. I'm going to command, and then we're going to do their skirmish, which is
So, just straight up, if you try to attack, they can get a free volley as well.
Okay.
That you can just use the 3 dice whenever you want them to use it. So there's no position effect on it. You just simply get it's more like a fortune roll, as well as doing your roll if you want them to attack. So what I'm essentially saying is you can attack twice. You can command them to attack, but due to their numbers and their preparedness, they can also do just a 3 dice attack when you want them to with no position effect. It's like a fortune roll. So there's no downside to it. They can't fail.
You should do yours to see whether they do it first. And
yeah,
then maybe
I'll do mine because I want that sweet desperate XP. And
basically you can bank those 3. That's like to explain it clearly. You can bank those 3 dice, the volley, which is what we in whenever you need it.
Okay, so to sum up, it's a desperate great because I've pushed myself.
Yes.
I'm going to command.
Yes.
Boy.
5. And
so you do it. At least you do it, no matter what.
At least we do it, and then they're going to use their skirmish, which is
also a 5. So you take no stress. Nice. Well, you took some stress.
That's a good
nice.
Damn it.
So you do with a consequence. You push yourself for great effect. So even limiting the consequence, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still standard effect. So
if you want to reduce it that way.
Yeah, if I want to. So then, no matter what, it's blowing up.
Yeah.
It's blowing up pretty good. Pretty good. What would the consequence be here? I think that you shoot the bow from a distance, it goes up. Yeah, that's the consequence.
A blue coat clock, or I don't know.
I've got it.
Okay.
It's fine. The bow blows up. So, let me just make a note of that. She is fucking hard.
Cool. I imagine everybody on that boat is dead. Especially Cersei.
Terminator.
Yeah. She's a fucking whisper, man. She's a freaking whisper.
Terminator comes out of the flames.
So, what I love in this game is some of these consequences take weeks to enact.
Oh shit, she's going to turn into a ghost.
Some of these take weeks to enact. So, how do you want to do this, Merrick?
I've got such a vivid imagery of how this is going down.
Well, I'm kind of standing at the very front of the ship.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say is it doesn't fully explode. So one part of it explodes, and you see people jumping off before another part, and then the final part goes. So some of them do jump off, but get caught in the blast.
Okay, that's fair. So I guess the way I see it, like Merrick's just got this kind of like impatient look on his face as we're catching up, but not fast enough, and he gives a quick glance to the other where the other boat went off to, and he just yells fire, and he pulls out his own pistol as well, and just tries and helps, but they get a pot shot in the side of the. Just inside of the.
They've got barrels. You can see inside the barrels crates.
Yeah.
You look at it. He probably crates of grenades and ammunition. This isn't like they're carrying warheads or bombs. It's local explosions again to knock down a door to blow a vault.
Yeah.
It's like dynamite.
Yeah.
So part of it explodes and then it begins to catch on fire. The rest of it very rapidly.
Yeah. And as soon as it steps on fire, he just turns around coldly and is right. Let's pursue the other one.
Cool. As the explosion gets up, you see what you imagine to be Cersei. Which the one who's got the loss of the limb, and you just see her just caught by the blast and just enveloped and blown off the boat.
Excellent.
We won't be hearing from her again.
Nope, she's dead. She's dead. She's definitely dead. Definitely.
Meanwhile, on this boat,
Yeah.
I see a yellow flame come up over, or like a bit of a glow come up from behind me across the
night sky.
Across the night sky. I'm gonna try and whip out my bowler gun and take a shot at Thingy, like wrap his arms around basically before he can get any closer to me on the boat.
Okay.
So
before you do that, you might want to resist this.
Okay.
Derek is an extremely tough gangman, but he's known to be an excellent fighter.
I got my dice now.
And he is going to rush for you. He's an intelligent fighter. He knows you're the head of this.
Yeah.
And if he can take you down, it'll probably scare the rest.
Yeah.
And it's that, he's the kind of kid. He was the kind of guy who, in a fight, he went for the biggest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as he suddenly, you start working through, you're fighting through the people. You can see each other across the boat. You just see him like stick the hatchet into the neck of one of your crew, and the blood kind of splatters across his face. And as he pulls it loose, he sees you. He jumps on top of the boat and he starts to run, and he's charging at you. Do you want to resist him? Basically bull rushing you.
So he's gonna he's gonna jump on me now.
Bull rushing
right?
you
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. I'll resist.
Cool.
Crit.
So you heal stress. And you avoid the bull rush. So
well, it's up to you. You can limit the effect, so you can knock me back or on the floor or something.
Oh, I like that. So as he's running along the top, the sheer weight and size of him, he bull rushes you. Being the experienced fighting, you are the seasoned veteran. You roll, knowing that you can't stop that momentum. You roll with him, and you both go scattering across the deck. And one of his hatchets is thrown, but he's got the second one. And you are scattered across the deck. Now you're both prone immediately as it happens, but you roll with him. So you avoided him landing on top of you, but you both hit the floor. Boom.
Oh, I've got a good idea. I look like over my shoulder at the bridge, and I shout, "Now, Jane, now!" And Jane like raises Scope's rifle and goes to shoot Derek.
Yeah, man. Jane's now an expert because she's sober.
So I'm going to do a command roll.
Yeah.
And hopefully she hears me.
She gets
and
4
shoots
dice.
it. It's a group action to try and... Is that...
It will be 3 dice for Jane.
Okay.
Because
She's
gets
not...
4 in melee.
Yeah. She's not
Proficient with the rifle.
proficient with that. So...
Potent would be the worst, not proficient. She's not potent with the rifle.
Group action.
Yep.
I'm going to command her to shoot him.
Go for it.
So 6.
So she does it.
6. That wasn't a crit. That was just a
2 6s. Cool.
3 and
Group
a
action.
2.
So just start a clock, please, Dan.
Certainly.
We'll call it killing Derek.
How big?
4 ticks. Tick 2, please.
D-double-R-E-T.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's like Ferris, but with a D.
Not how I spelled it in my notes, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I'm sure I've seen an I.
Yes,
somewhere.
there's an I in my notes, yeah.
I got 1 R.
You got an R.
2 R's.
I'd love to see at some point we should all name how we spell all the names.
Yeah.
So killing Derek, you just hear bang as that bolt action rifle pierces through his skull. You see it go into him, and he kind of staggers up. He just looks at you, looks up, but he's focused on you. He's got a taste of blood now, and you just hear Jane go, "Motherfucker!" as he's pulling back on the second bolt. Like you can see the blood just seeping out of him, but this guy, whether adrenaline or just sheer force of will, he is going for it.
Okay. Do I have time to do another thing, or is it?
What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna
stagger into his feet as well.
I'm just gonna like pull out my dagger and just like try and jump on him and just try and stab him like in the chest and in the neck.
You've definitely got the moment to act here as he's been shot.
Okay.
So,
skirmish roll.
This will be you are now fighting.
Sorry, what was the position effect last time? Was standard risky? Yeah. So
with this one, like life and death of the guy bigger than you, it's going to be desperate standard.
Okay. I will just take the 3 dice
for him.
For the skirmish.
Yeah. If he gets a hold of you, it's going to be painful.
I know. To just heal a stress. I feel I need to save it for Hutton now. I've sort of got the advantage a little bit. We'll see what happens. 6. Oh my god, these 6s!
It's all or nothing though. Every time it's not like 1-1. Yeah, you please take another tick on Derek's clock. So you get him in there. You get on top of him. You start. How do you know the play? How do you start fighting him?
Like he gets shot in the side. Basically, like I scramble up to my feet. Like maybe just go and like go to knee him in the side, grab my knife, and just trying to hack it around his chest and his knife, like trying to go for the heart or the throat, just to get him off. And obviously he's grabbing my hands and like trying to stop that.
Yeah.
I don't quite get the shot.
He's got armor.
But he's got armor. Yeah,
He's got armor. So that's where, as you heard it make plays before, yeah, it lands at one point and you feel it scrape across the armor. You can feel it ripple underneath it, but it's not a killing blow yet. Okay, you are life and death with Derek.
Can I see the other boat? So we saw which way it went. We're immediately going to turn around and pursue. Can I see where it is?
3-point turn again.
3-point turn in the canal. Yep.
It's good we got a fast boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the boat starts coming down, and one of Syrax's crew just runs forward and just goes, "You do not want this fight." And the other boat's like, nope, and just stops and just like, you go, you do what you want to do.
I mean, law of the sea is biggest ship wins. So,
biggest ship with most guns.
Yeah. So can I see the other?
Not
ship?
immediately.
Okay, I'm going to pull out a map and like see if I can like try and track its route so that we can follow it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to survey the map to like try and divine which way they could have gone.
Yeah, cool.
Risky
standards.
standards.
I'm guessing on the risk here you do it under pressure, right?
Yeah.
So you might get it wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a 2.
It's a 2. Given the way that now it splits off into smaller ones, you're not sure if it was taking the most direct route that you get one of the crew over and go, where would you go?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're not. You might not be here. Like, which one would you take? You think it's the most direct route. It's just it gets a little narrow, and where you're thinking it would hut and risk that.
Yeah.
It gets real narrow at times, but if it's not that one, it won't be too far off. But you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
You could resist
we'll
that.
start.
You could resist it. And have one of the crew take a second look. So what I'm saying here is you've got less effect, right?
Yeah.
How many dice would you have?
3 dice. I would be a 3 dice resist if I were to resist.
And you would need at least a 4.
And I would need at least 4, otherwise I'm out.
No, you need it at least at least a 4. Yeah.
Given how our rolls have gone so far,
No, just don't do it.
I'm not going to resist it. I'm just going to we're going to start off down the canals and see if we can trace them.
Cool.
I might actually, as we get there, try and attune to see if I can tell which way they went.
Certainly do. I was going to offer you a fortune roll. Straight up fortune roll, but attune works.
Like a sniffer dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. This... Your choice.
Merrick's never really used the ghost field for these purposes before.
No.
But I think his recent experiences and he's desperate to try and find it. He wants to tap into that power and see if there's anything, because Tombstone's always going on about it, and he's just trying it.
First hit's free, man.
Yeah, first hit's free.
So you can do
Not
risky
always.
standard, or you can do desperate grace. What goes for you? You can also have the devil's bargain of tainted. For both.
A tick on tainted.
Just one thing. Yeah.
Take it, man. You haven't taken a tainted tick in ages.
I'm taking a tainted tick. I get 4 dice, and I'm going for the desperate grey.
Awesome.
Yes, boy. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to offer him that tainted. When he's on 7 out of 8, I'm going to offer it when he can't say no.
I know how it works. I know how it works, man. I know. Don't worry about it.
I love it.
Right.
Power, man. It's power's given for free, right?
Attune, and weirdly, his supernatural senses seem to be sharpened by the crew around.
What
him.
it is, so if you ever when you lift a very heavy weight, you know how your veins get bigger,
Yeah.
and they pop because you're pumping more blood to what you need. You feel your veins doing that across your whole body, as if they're pumping now that very echo, that life essence through you.
Yeah.
That attunes to the ghost field. Your mind needs it more than ever. Your veins start popping, not painfully. You just start to feel it.
Yeah.
And
just
that's a
acutely
adrenaline.
aware.
Yeah.
Let's do an attune. That's not great. 2, 3, 4, 5.
See, exactly. Wow, there's a lot of interesting rolls tonight, man. Yeah, they didn't take the narrow way.
Okay.
Hutton certainly direct, but not reckless. You start to feel it go. No, there's no echo.
Yeah.
Here. There's no echo of movement, recent movement.
I'll command from the front of the ship. I'll just like command them. No, not that way.
Yeah, like a divining rod, a compass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll say after a few minutes, you being faster, you start to get them. They have landed. You see the boat, and it's already docked.
Okay.
Which means they are now on their feet on land in Crow's Foot.
Alright, I'll command them to dock over there.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to Thadeus.
So as Merrick and his crew start, and these guys are fast, right? They use half of them just don't even so much walk off as jump off onto the streets and just pull it on with ropes, like in one swift move, almost like a pit stop of Formula One. I mean, you've still not lost any time by docking with these guys. These guys are fast at what they do.
Yeah.
So you are struggling with Derek.
Yeah. Thaddeus has sort of like got visions of maybe using Derek as bait to get Hutton to come out, because what Hutton's like characteristics, he's I think he'd be pretty proud if I had one of his gang mates. I'm going to try and blind him basically.
Okay.
So I'm just going to try and gouge his eyes.
Okay, yeah, go for it,
Like
man.
it's just like as that dagger hits like the plate, it just like skids out of his hands, and he just sees like his face there as Hutton, as Derek starts like grabbing for the dagger like which landed beside him. I'm just gonna go for like the two-handed skull crush gouge, and try and blind the bloke to incapacitate him. Go on.
If the danger comes to pass, you can't resist. It's all off. You give yourself.
Okay,
you make a reckless attack. It's so reckless, you leave yourself open if you don't make it.
Yeah. And it's going to be skirmish. I can afford it. I'm going to take it.
You're taking it. Okay, he's taking it. If it comes to pass, you can't resist.
6.
6, you do.
Yes.
Are you doing that fucking consequence?
Yes, boy.
Do you want to know what he was going to do?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I do. Go on.
He's going to bite your ear off.
Right, yeah.
And it's going to be like you permanently lose like a dice for anything to do with hearing.
Yeah.
He was going to go for the ear bite.
Oh, you get a nasty infection as well.
Oh man.
That's what do your hearing in. Yeah, so I go for the double-handed skull thing and just like dig my thumbs into his eyes basically to try and incapacitate him.
Yeah.
As I like command. How are the rest of my gang doing with the
I've got to say now. Do you want to roll fortune roll for these guys?
Okay, yeah.
So I think it's 2 dice for them.
2 dice.
Let's roll fortune, see how well they fought.
A 3 and a 1.
They're definitely taking losses. They're on the loser side here. You can see that as you're standing there now, you look up and as you're like rolling up there, you can see that more of you guys are falling than them.
Okay.
You do feel like it's about morale now, right? This is about morale. Like they see Derek fighting you, and he's been shot and got up. It's driving them to fight better.
In that case, like I'll like as he's like bleeding from his eyes and probably screaming.
Yeah.
I'll like.
Oh, the scream now is just horrific. It's going. You can hear it reverberating through the streets. In fact, you would hear it even where you are.
I think I'm going to make a show of it. So like, I basically just get like up behind him, like grab his hair, like pick him up at the front of the boat, and basically like scream at his crew, like like throw your weapons down, like try and command them to stop fighting, basically.
Yeah, man. I think this will be risky. You know what? No, this will probably be controlled. Like
was the last one risky standard as well?
The last one was desperate.
Oh right.
The gouge was desperate. It was. Like I was saying, like if it was desperate and you can't resist any danger, that's why it was big.
Yeah.
Risky still because the blood's up. Risky, great.
Okay.
I mean, you've just gouged the guy's eyes out and he's screaming, right? Derek is not prepared for this. Like expecting the grapple, was not prepared to get his eyes gouged.
I think I need to end this, so I'm going to push myself for 2 stress on there. It did not help.
It did not help. So risky, great. What you've done to Derek, you realise now is driven him into a favour. And one of them just screams like this, like barbaric, primal scream, and just starts now wildly hacking. Like, there's a pause, and just starts wildly hacking at your gang. And then the other one just goes, "Yeah!" and just start. They're just all abandoned and gone now. Like there's any sense of like not so much social, but it's gone from butcher's work now to just near madness. This is just that lost in the melee and the blood and the death. This is just hell on a boat now. Like, the boat is rocking, people are dying, throwing. So you see one guy kind of get, like, not sure which gang rolled off. You see someone else dive in and just start stabbing them in the water. Like, it is gone dark. This is more violent than what you've seen in war. This is real vicious savagery at its core.
I think, like, Thaddeus is, like, shaken and shocked and, like, a bit, like, put back by that. But at that, he just throws his head again and Derek's head down and just, like, basically embraces what's happening on this boat and just, like,
savagery.
It almost, like, absorbs the bloodlust which is hit everyone else in the boat, and basically just, like, draws out another knife from his sheath and just, like, joins in with the savagery and starts, like...
So the grinders are going to fight to the death.
Yeah.
On this boat.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to go in and skirmish, I guess.
You can have either risky or desperate. Risky standard or desperate great, depending on how reckless you want to go.
I'm going to go desperate great.
Desperate.
3 dice, skirmish. 4, 6, got the 6, baby.
Yes! You ever had one of those moments where you just, the Midas touch, everything you do is golden, except it's red. For you, it's not gold; it's crimson.
I imagine, like,
every touch is crimson.
You know, like one of those scenes in the Matrix where it's sort of like a side panning shot, and it's just like it's just going like it's like perfectly choreographed, sort of, just killing basically.
Have you seen Old Boy?
Yeah, like in a corridor scene, like where he's just like
Boy.
backing off. He knows when to back off. Yeah. It's still a bit scrappy, but he's just like landing in.
Oh yeah, you take some blows and some punches, and some hits that hit your clothes, and one your knife gets tagged in your clothing. But it's almost like you know what they're going to do before they do it. You have been in these situations before, very rarely, but where everything fades right except that moment of life and death.
Yeah.
And as you walk that line, surrounded by blood and not even gunfire, but blood and knife strokes, you just throw yourself into fray and suddenly just start seeing just these these grinders, these long cloaked guys just start falling before your feet. Meanwhile,
I am going to... So we've docked up. I'm going to investigate the boats to see if they've taken the explosives off
they
it.
have. You can see at a glance, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get out my talkie-walkie and I'm going to...
Thank you for using the correct name.
And I'm going to radio Thadeus and tell him they docked. They've got the explosives.
Would you reckon you'd hear this?
Probably not at the minute.
Over the
like,
in the
I honestly don't think I would. Like,
all right, well, I know it'd be like,
oh, you hear
Thadeus, come in.
Okay, I'll do a flashback.
Yeah.
I've left the walkie-talkie on the bridge with Jane.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So she hears it basically.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
I will let Jane know then.
Okay.
That they've docked and the explosives aren't on the ship. I'll go and try and pursue them.
Jane makes a signal like what's the situation on the boat? So
Jane's not been able to fire.
Because it's like crazy.
Yeah. Exactly, it's mental. Like she can't get a clear shot.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I would say now you are beginning to turn the tide back, just because the sheer savagery and you being one of the best fighters on the boat. Now that Derek's down as well, you can take killing Derek. You can delete that. He's not dead, but he's incapacitated, shall we say?
He's having a bad day.
Yeah, like if you've ever met anyone who can fight, the difference is incredible for like the average layperson, someone who's a fighter, right? And that's what this is like now. Like a trained soldier is not threatened by a typical gang member for the most part. Like people get lucky, right? People get lucky and unlucky, but you right now do not feel that immediately threatened. Well, you are, but that's how you feel. That's how confident how many people you've dropped already.
Okay,
it's probably about even right now. They've got numbers. But you've now really begun to turn the fray, and that that you've got basically it's quantity versus quality now, right?
Okay. In that case, in an aid to sort of finish them off, I'll do another skirmish roll, but do it as a group action with the thugs, or the remaining thugs, to try and
just bring them to the death. One big roll.
Yeah, bring them to the death. Really.
Go for it.
So I'm rolling 3. Thugs are rolling 2, unless they're weakened or impaired, or is it just the effect?
Not the moment, because I think it's the same for them. Like for the other gangs, they're about even, right? Like they've helped. It's gone back and forth.
Here's my roll. 4. So I've just about passed, and a 5.
So no stress.
No stress.
You do it, but you take losses. That's the simple thing, is you would continue to take losses.
So I'm guessing in terms of the game, the thugs can't help for the rest of the mission, or like
We'll come to how damaged they are at the end.
Okay.
But their numbers, you can see like heal. I would say in this as well, by now from the sheer blows you would have taken, just put a cut. I'd say cut and slash, like slashed and cut, level 1 harm for now. You'd have taken, well, nothing too severe. You'd have taken punches, blows, the odd, gouge. Cut,
yeah, I mean, I resisted that roll, so you can still.
You can still resist that if you want.
You can give harm. Yeah, go on.
Also, you got armor, don't forget.
Ooh, I got 4 though, so that's 2 stress.
You've also got armor in case you need to use armor.
It's not good.
That is not good. That is very not good.
Yeah, you can go deal with Hutton, it's fine.
Okay. I really don't have any way of pursuing Hudson, in all honesty.
Well, you know where our base is.
Yeah.
I think you also tune so you can keep. It still lasts. It's not like you have to keep doing it every time.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you do know the base is.
Yeah, I can head up in the direction of it, but I'm going to be slow because I still have my winged leg. So I'm using my cane, but I am like not.
God damn it!
I'm not going with speed. No. Yeah, exactly.
Or you click. I completely forgot. Fair play. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, no, totally.
Damn this old war wound.
It's the first time it's been relevant.
If it helps, you are from Crow's Foot.
Yeah.
You could hail a carriage. You could probably also GTA one.
Oh, I mean, we could have.
You could also.
We could always just say that Ramina's there.
You could flash back and say Ramina's there.
How far away from the original bridge are we?
Probably about 8 or so blocks.
You know what? Like, because you could flash back because Mad Jane was on the walkie-talkie. Ramina would probably drop the crew off, like or at least me there, so you could tell.
I'll get Jane to send Ramina over to me, and then I will hop in the carriage.
I think it would make sense. Ramina was waiting somewhere with easy access one of the main roads.
Yeah.
Because she would know that she needs to redeploy.
Yeah, and somewhere where we can contact her. I think there's only 2 talkie-walkies.
Yeah, I've only got 2 at the minute. Yeah.
So I'd get Mad Jane to
signal her.
Yeah.
Or even Mad Jane goes with her.
Yeah, if you
don't. This is what the flashbacks are for,
guys.
I'm not going to pull punches when you put it that way. You use what you got to use.
Mad Jane will jump in the cab with Ramina to try and get over to Merrick.
Pick me up, and then we'll go back to the base.
Okay, I'm going to roll fortune over Hutton now to see how quickly he's got there and what he's been able to do.
Yeah.
Because Hutton is going for it. 5. Okay, not that great a roll. He got 6 before that, not this time. 5's good. Slight consequence. He's going slower than he'd like.
Does he have a winged leg?
Doesn't have a winged leg.
He will in a minute.
Might be the least of his problems in a minute.
Okay. So you got a signal from Jane, right? That like.
Yeah, that you found the boat, and we know that Hutton isn't there. Like, I'm assuming she did that before, our army training. She did this. Like, boat landed. Like like, bit of army training is a boat like stable now? Like on my boat, is everyone dispatched?
Oh yeah, sorry, you took the losses here, but yeah, you've commandeered the boat. Currently, there's 4 of you standing, including you.
Okay.
Woo. The rest are either bleeding, unconscious, on the ground. Like you see, some of them like just holding wounds, like they're all right. Other ones you're like, he's probably not going to survive. She needs help. That one, I'm not too sure if they're alive or dead. Like, yeah.
I think I'm going to take the boat to our base, or as close to as possible.
Certainly. I mean, this will all happen as well in the space of like a minute or 2, right?
Yeah.
Like, combat is
command roll to see how well I can get a hold of my men and get them to actually do some work.
Yeah. Rally them. We've got work to do. I know it's bloody, but we've got stuff to do now, right?
So 2 dice.
Risky standards.
4.
The risk here being, can they do it? They do it. Again, I don't like using limited effect, but I think the fact here makes sense that they're out of this stupid, and there's less of them. There's only a few of them. They are and it's an unfamiliar boat. While still a boat, it's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
They're having to, and now it's weighted right. It's got double the number of crew in it. Like some bodies still on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing what they can.
I'm like sort of commanding them to kick the bodies off at the same time because it only takes one person to steer a boat.
So they have a reduced effect currently.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're doing it to get in there, just not with any great speed.
Fair enough. Okay.
As we get back to the base, what can I see?
Hutton has got to the silken noose. When was the last time he's kicked that door in again, and that's where you see him.
Even though I put the close sign up.
Even though you put the close sign up,
He rips the close sign off.
Okay.
you just hear coming from inside, "Get down, woman!" And you hear Margaret's screeching, venom and swearing coming back out.
Okay. I want to flashback,
Okay.
and I've put a disguise in Ramina's carriage,
Okay.
and I'm getting into
Oh
the
my
disguise as we are going back to the silken noose.
I know why you're doing this. Yeah. It is I.
Fake mustache is going on.
Yeah. Dan has an ability that if he's disguised, he can reveal it to take the initiative. Because oh my god, it's you! No one knows who he is. His disguises are that good. That's what you do. You are so good at faking it.
Totally what I do. His disguise kit is a load,
Cool.
so I will mark that load off. And I had the pistol from earlier. And I'm going to get Ramina to like drive past the back of the silken noose, and I'm going to prowl into the back, so like mingle with the pretend to be one of the drug users basically.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. They've kicked through the silken noose. They've gone to the back. They know where your lair actually is. Not just silken. They know where the actual layer is.
Right, okay.
That manhole at the back, or the sewer grates. That's where they're going to be around. So
Okay.
they're like you see now. They've got boxes in the back room, and people have scattered. Right. The doors are all open. Like they're not hiding this.
Yeah.
They're prepping for the demolition at the back. So they're in the silken noose, but they are at the back of it.
Okay.
Just think if that changes anything you want to do. I don't know if it will, but they're about to open up that sewer grate and start chucking bombs down there. Where do you want to drive from,
Just pretend to be a drunk person. That's what you're going to do in situations like this.
Kind of going to do that, but then that's the end. After I actually reveal myself, that's the end of my gambit. I'm dead.
You've got Mad Jane with you.
That's true.
She's a beast.
Yeah, I will get out of the carriage, and I will just
I'd love to see this
them.
carriage. It's you and Matt Jane are in it, alongside Rena driving it, and Suix's crew hanging off at various points. Inside, they'll be dead tight, and then they're hanging on the back and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll keep a distance. And I'll tell them to start firing when I give the signal.
Okay.
And I will stumble down the street, pretending to be drunk.
Yeah.
Basically.
You see them now as you're stumbling down the street. One of the boxes is open, and you see them because I'm guessing the sewer grate for you guys is somewhat sealed. It's not just a sewer grate, or is it? Because you have a secure and hidden layer. You can see them. They've got welding tools, and they're starting to cut that sewer grate off.
Okay.
They haven't got the key to unlock it. As you start coming down the street, you just hear, and you can just see one's got the mask on, the welding mask, and you see sparks flying as one of them's just cutting around it now.
Okay.
Can I do a flashback?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So far, these flashbacks have all been no stress as well, because they're all pretty typical.
This one probably will be a stress. I think it's well-known knowledge that Thadeus likes to booby trap various things.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, could I have laid a booby trap, or would Thadeus have booby trapped the entrance to his base, basically?
I might have a better.
Okay, go on. What's your suggestion?
I want to pull out the rat beacon.
That's the booby
that
trap.
I borrowed from Thaddeus earlier.
Oh god. So you do realise you may have to roll a tinker roll for this.
Oh really? Oh, you've shown. Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, it's complex, but you could try and use it.
Just press the button, right? Why? I was looking at it.
Do you want to do that?
Why didn't he engineer this better? Why didn't
I mean, the complex
You're
version.
looking at it going I'm looking at Thaddeus' brain right now. I'm seeing the madness within.
To be honest, complex before has meant that it's easy to overload and it explodes, and catastrophically.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's unreliable. It's no longer unreliable. It's still a bit.
It will always work.
But no, yeah.
Yeah, it'll always work. It's just it might work too well
Okay.
and explode all the rats around.
I think
popcorn.
You can still do it.
I will. I'm totally gonna do it.
Okay.
So I'm going to get around the corner, and I'm going to use the rat beacon. to try and overwhelm the.
I mean, it would make sense that, because I haven't used the rat beacon in ages, that perhaps the rat beacon is already like in the base and basically is like a last
Already
form
set
of
up.
defense. It's just like a button you press in the base, which just calls all the rats up.
Yeah, something like. Well, I mean, so we've totally considered this eventuality that they would get to
Someone
Silken
will
Noose,
get
Someone will get there, yeah.
and maybe even before us. So I imagine that being set like outside,
One
maybe
stress.
into an
Yeah,
alleyway or
yeah,
something.
yeah. I'll take the stress to set that.
I would love to have been there at the conversation when Thadeus goes, Merrick, look what I've done. We can remote activate the rat beacon in our base. And Merrick going, why would we ever want to activate the rat beacon in our base? And he's like, this is why.
Fair play.
Is
Touche, sir.
Is V 1.2? I don't know what that means actually.
It's version 1, second iteration.
Yeah.
It's not quite 2.0 yet.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more.
So I can do this without a tinker roll?
I'd
If
say
it's already
so,
been set up?
if he's taking the
Okay.
stress to
Taking
do
the
it, yeah.
stress.
Cool.
And it'd been in control, like, it's been weeks, you could have done it any time.
Shall I do a
Yeah.
tinker to see how well it
I
works?
don't think you need to,
Okay,
because
fair enough.
you could have done it so many
over
times
a
over.
period of time. Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean,
I feel like there needs to be some kind of roll.
I think there is. I think it's risky because it's whether you get spotted or, you know,
I'm gonna prowl. I'm gonna prowl to get to it because I've got to get past not past
into
but
the
round
Silken
them.
Noose. Yeah, because it's whether they spot you as Merrick or
Yeah.
even if they just get twitchy and just, you know, shoot at you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a pass by the street. What like why should they care about me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna prowl to try and do this
Is it
unseen.
risky standards?
Risk standard. That is
Ooh.
5.
Oh,
You do it with a consequence. Consequence is you relied one of them. So one of the guys comes over now and tells you to, you know, shove off, and if you don't go, you keep coming in. He goes, look, mate, I've just told you, and he starts coming out now, and he's flashing his weapons, and like he's getting up on your grill and starts to physically push you away.
Is he on his own?
He's not on his own. Like other people around him, but he's the only one who come over directly to you. Like the other ones are several steps away, as they scatter throughout the Silken Noose. Most of them are hanging at the back, but like they've got a few lookouts, and it's one of the lookouts who's seen you. Scattered throughout the building, or the ground floor, not through the building, through like 3-4 scattered throughout the building, like looking at basically each point of the compass, while the rest of them, and you can see Hutton now overseeing the work down by the grate into your base. They've nearly finished welding it.
Okay. I don't want anything too loud to get past him.
cane sword. Cane.
Kind of,
sword.
yeah. I kind of want to just like. Is everyone else's attention distracted? Could I do something like?
It would be
finesse
hard to
take
kill
him out.
this guy without being spotted,
No.
but you could kill him and probably get the drop on someone else, and you'd seize the initiative.
Okay. In that case, I am going to flip my cane sword and just like slash at him
Mm-hmm.
and try and like push him into the Silken Noose to try so that I can get past him.
Okay, yeah.
So that I can then activate the rat beacon before they have a chance to react.
Where's the rat beacon just for fun? Just where is it? 'Cause you can totally do this. I'm wondering where it is. In the
There's numerous buttons,
this new okay, of course there is. That only you know.
and the beacon is actually inside the base, so the rats are all trying to scrabble through the grate, basically, as the only.
So I'm guessing, like, is this like an under desk alarm, like
Yeah.
by
Totally.
Margaret's desk?
Totally.
Okay.
There's one there. There's others in different locations.
Like,
I roll
like
the
if someone's in
greatest-
the bathroom, like it's the flush.
Like-
Like, oh no, not that one, not that one, not that one.
Like one of the top shelf spirits as well. It's just like you pull it and that's a button.
How many times has Merrick done this without realising? Oh, I feel like some brandy today.
The rats
Go for
just
it.
starts.
That's where I know. That's how I know where it is.
Risky standard to see if he spots you before you do it.
So it's going to be a finesse. Is there any devil's bargain on that? I only have one dice for finesse.
Nothing comes to mind immediately. I'll give you this. Blood, you hit an artery and blood gets all over your clothing and your disguise is ruined. You have to get a new one. You have to acquire an asset. Not my second favourite
Fine.
disguise.
Fine.
So your
My
disguise kit
fucking fifth best outfit.
is ruined.
It's ruined.
I'm sick of this butchery.
Every time.
You better not fail now.
I forgot how that kept happening. Well, we're back to that.
Because you're covered in blood.
Alright. Finesse.
Yo.
4 out of 4.
Because you had that dice in it.
Yeah.
So you do it, the slight consequence. First of all, you are splattered with blood. You're like, that is not coming out with a dry clean.
Yeah.
That happens. Because as he topples into the desk where you push him the beacon, he clatters and knocks the cash register over, makes a huge crash and bang, there's money goes scattered everywhere. And the other guys in there now see you with the blade out, their comrade falling, they realise something's up.
Okay.
But you've hit the button. Or you could have.
Yeah, I've hit the button. I also want to, as I'm kind of pushing him, I want to give the signal to Jane and the rest of the crew to start firing. And
Are they firing or are they meleeing?
I think meleeing. I think it would just be.
I think we've got the volley from the. Or is that only on the sea?
No, you have the volley.
So I think we should volley down the alley at
first.
the dudes who are trying to open the thing basically, and then basically charge them.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So you get your 3 dice fortune roll for the volley.
Okay,
So you give the signal.
let's do the volley. Oh, it's not a good volley.
It's not a good volley.
Not a good
It's
volley.
not a good
But
volley.
there's no consequence. It's fine.
No.
The volley
So
was
it's a
failed.
fortune
It's fine.
roll. It's not that great. It more scares them or makes them aware because they're not scared easily because the fucking Leviathan factory workers like.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they charge you.
Okay.
Mad Jane and the thingies.
So is this
Ripping a
gonna
broadsword, 2 hands.
Is this going to be just the 3 dice for their
No.
skirmish?
Oh, the devil's bargain is, or it's not devil's bargain, but it's whether you let them off the leash or not.
Let them off the leash. Let them off the leash.
What would happen if I let them off the leash?
You don't fully know, but you know it's not fully human.
Let them off the leash. Let them off the leash. Let them off the leash. Dan. Come on. Just do it. Are you going to remember the day you didn't let them off the leash?
Yeah, fine, I'll let them off the leash.
Okay. I need you to start a clock, please.
Of course you do! How big is it?
It will be a 4-tick clock.
It's always 4 ticks.
That's
It's
not a big
called
clock.
Forces You Don't Understand. And I need you to tick 1 minute, please.
Is this an Merrick Daines specific?
No, this is a gang specific.
What have you done? I blame you for this.
I mean, I blame me too, so...
I wasn't coercing you to
We couldn't say conflict in his hand.
ununderstood forces.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That'll work.
1 tick.
A whole tick.
A whole tick.
Unknown forces.
You let off the leash.
Yep.
Sure.
So they class now as potent against melee against humans
Yes.
because they're not fully human, and you're letting them reveal their nature.
They're at our base. We need to
They're
stop
in our
them.
base. So are the rats.
Can I let the rats off the leash?
I mean, this is just disgusting, really, isn't it? Last time house, shit, lightning strike, raging thunderstorm, massive fire, charging house. Yeah, they're gonna get 4 dice in melee.
4 dice.
Yeah, just Zero Scroll alone, we get 4 dice. So
Okay, we've got Surik's crew.
Yep.
We've got Mad Jane.
Are you commanding them to do something?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm kind of commanding. I'm giving the signal.
There's gonna be a lot of
commanding,
dice, so
I'm not telling them how to do it or anything.
So in skirmishing, Mad Jane gets 4. She is a phenomenal fighter.
Okay.
She's basically a cutter. Zero Crew is going to get 4,
Okay.
and then you get whatever you get for doing what you want.
I guess I'm commanding them then.
Go. So you're getting the.
But it's a group action, isn't it? Because it's separate parties.
Yes.
So you need to split those
So
dice.
I'll split the dice. So
This is you.
what's the position effect?
It's going to be. Oh, you can't do it. It's going to be as a whole. It's going to be risky standard
Okay.
because for Zero Crew it's controlled.
And for me?
Yeah, for you it's going to be risky standard. So risky standard. I don't think we can do separate. As a whole,
Yeah,
risky
as a
standard.
whole.
Can-
just-
can-
okay.
Can you take Desperate Great?
I mean, if you want to give like a rousing speech to tell them like to kill everything,
No.
leave them
Risky
alive,
standard, risky
and you're like it's either kill them or die.
I just noticed that me and Dan are in a little battle to roll the most desperate dice this session.
So firstly, I want to say I hate you because I asked if there would ever be more than 8 dice, and you said no.
No, but it's 4 split.
Yeah, it's split. It's totally split. Yeah, it's split. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this separately on the overlay.
Yeah.
So my command is a 1. That's pretty useless.
That's a stress.
You feel like they might have stopped listening to you. Like they've got bloodlust in their
I'm letting
eyes.
off the leash. What?
Jane's like, Merrick, with all respect, I'm a better fighter. I know what I'm doing.
Merrick whispers, let
So
him off the leash.
Is that 1 stress even if I fail as well?
Yeah,
The
if you
highest
fail.
roll, yeah. I think it is. Anyway, I think it is.
Yeah, but for every failure
Yeah.
in there, you get stress.
Okay, Mad Jane is going to get 5, 3, 4, 5.
So she does okay. So
okay.
that's 1 success. So the highest so far is a group is 5.
Yeah, and then
We need that
the
6.
crew.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
with 6.
Sorry. This is great effect. I've just realised they're involved.
Yeah, 1,
So
5, 6.
you do it with that
Potent.
consequence. They are potent, extremely potent, because this is what you see. So as
So many dice. And
as you
Good command,
give the
Merrick.
signal, and Jane wades in with her broadsword and her pistol, like swinging the sword in one hand, firing with the other, dropping the pistol, bringing the sword around a double-handed arc, just sweeping through the whirlwind of death that she absolutely is. She is a trained killer. And just singing a crazy military songs now at the top of her voice.
oh, she's gone back to singing.
So what?
She's back to her normal singing self.
Yeah, but it's not drunken singing. Like
It's a
whenever
war
she
cry.
fights,
It's a war
yeah,
song.
yeah. Oh man, and when she fights, she sings, hacking body parts a lot across. Circus's crew, a couple of them drop to all 4s. Some of them just rush in, the humanoid ones, but other ones you see almost drop to all 4s and like dive, almost animalistic like.
Yeah.
And you see some of them, their spirits seem to almost come out of their bodies, and where they're human, their spirits are feral and almost seem to have like gaping maws and teeth and like claws. And some of them don't even go with knives and pistols; they just tear into them with their hands and just start. We see one of the crew just jump on one of the grinders and just start hacking at him like this.
We see Merrick at the window just being like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
ugh." And then one of the grinders comes up behind him, and then Mad Jane just like whacks him out with some wine.
You see another one of the crew just biting one guy's neck and just biting it and just spitting things off, like getting dagger and just stabbing into the wound and then going again. It's different kind of savagery. This is almost
It's animal savagery.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
animalistic, but it's more. It's not even like the animals. They seem in control as if they're relishing this. That this is fun for them. This is what they
Yes.
do. There's something darker. The controlled nature of the savagery is almost darker than the unbridled nature. The forces you don't understand is Jane's repulsion, and that if it goes up, we'll come to that in a bit. Some of your gang members are a little horrified at what you've brought here. So your gang, if that fills up, you feel like the gang might push back at you and go, "You don't understand what you're doing,
Cool.
or who you're messing with. This is not right."
Yeah.
But for the sake of this, you attack the grinders overwhelmingly.
What's Hutton doing?
You also, the other thing you see, a couple of things that happen to you. A couple of the crew are possessed the grinders. So you had about say 6, 7, 8 guys.
Right.
A couple are animalistic, a couple of humanoid and just vicious fighting, but they all seem to fight as a cohesive unit. But you see at least one guy get possessed before the spirit, like the Suruk's crew, kind of collapses to the ground. The grinder just blows their own brains out before the Suruk's crew comes back and then goes again. You can see that's some kind of ghost.
Oh.
What tier is Surox?
Suruk's crew.
It's like 4, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with them.
No. Let's be friends.
But some of them are definitely human.
It's a good job Thaddeus isn't there.
Let's be friends.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's Hutton up to?
I'm about to make a fortune roll to see if he survives.
Okay.
The absolute anarchy, the bloodbath, the
Is it just like a bed of rats as well at this point?
Yeah, it like Hutton's like as tough as he is. I mean, you guys have just sent Mad Jane, Suruk's crew,
Yeah.
and rats at him. Like whether he survives, like I know, like it would have been nice to have a massive showdown, but whether he survives another matter altogether.
Yeah.
He is tough. I'm going to give him the 3 dice that he is. This is going to be a fortune roll. Oh, he
Oh, he got
6.
six.
He got 6. Hutton got 6. Hutton's in your base. As the battle's going on, oh, you know what you would do? No, I know what you'd do. Yeah. As the battle's raging on, you see us now, in a matter of moments, the dust clears, and as some of the Suruk's crew kind of lock up, like the animalistic ones kind of crouch, coming back up to like a full height now, you see the grate has been opened. One of the boxes of explosives has been spilled, And as you survey the battlefield, you don't see Hutton.
Okay. I'm gonna. Would you have the talking walkie? No, you were in the boat, weren't you? So
Yeah,
the talking walkie could be with Jane,
on
so
the
I
boat.
can't signal to you or anything. But I'm just gonna have to go down. I will leave some. I'll tell because we still have a couple of thugs right at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I'll-
they're looking
I'll get them
horrified
to
at
tell
such
you.
crew. Like, what are these guys?
I'll say if you show up to like tell you to come down into the base.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you waiting or going down?
I'm going to go down.
Okay.
Please get here soon.
As your footsteps begin to descend, you just hear Hutton's voice call out. Who's that coming down?
What was that? I couldn't quite hear you. And I'll I want to listen to see how far away he is.
It's pretty close. It's echoing down here, but you know it's your base, so you know it's echoey. He thinks he's got an advantage he hasn't. Probably in one of the main areas. Main area itself, not too far.
Say, I've come to discuss your terms of surrender.
Do I address Hutton of the Grinders? Well,
I recognise that voice. You were there at the door that time. You're Merrick.
Thank you for coming back later.
I came to see if the manager was available.
You've certainly got his attention.
Are you still climbing down?
Yes.
You see now, you don't see him, but you hear the voice coming from behind one of the big tables. He's right behind it.
Okay. I'm not really getting any closer as long as we can communicate.
Yeah. So this is how it ends, Merrick. One of us ain't walking out of here. Maybe neither of us at this point. I doubt very much I am. You just hear a spark of a match and and you see a little bit of smoke, a little cigar smoke come above. You got a workshop down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to try and get closer. I think I'll take a few steps forward. Take a few steps closer.
As you hear a couple of footsteps, you say, "Oh, it's pretty nice setup you got down here. Did you see the presents I brought you upstairs? The boxes."
I gather you've brought some down with you.
Yeah, that's right. See, the thing about working in Lockport is you handle a lot of explosives, as we did in the war. It never ended for us. Ended for you, but not for us. People are still oppressed. Can't get jobs. It's not fair. It's not right.
It's a travesty.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Perpetuate about people like you. Take from the weak, the desperate, fill your own coffers. Never wanted this, but you know what? I think part of me did. So, I reckon you've got about 5 seconds while this whole place goes, because they look like there's some mighty flammable liquids over there. And you just hear suddenly just a chink.
I just want to immediately just take cover and just back into a...
Rush him! Take cover, get him!
Hutton's popped a grenade down in your base.
Oh, because you already said 5 seconds. I thought you already say that. So.
Although you hear him pop it.
Oh right.
You hear him pop it.
Yeah, I'll rush in. This is still going badly.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is awesome. So I think this is going to be desperate. You're rushing a man who's just popped the grenade.
Yep. Cool.
I mean,
I am not well suited for this.
You rush him and what? Like try and grab the grenade and throw it, or what do you want to do with it? What are you doing when you rush him?
You know what they do in the army?
So
Like-
his intent is to basically blow your layer up.
Yeah.
Like not just with one grenade, but he's brought a couple down and he's gonna cause an explosion.
Okay, I think my intention is to make him drop it and then push him onto it.
Yeah, like the army. Like a comrade who jumps on a fallen grenade, put his body over it.
Yeah, take most of the impact and the shrapnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it makes sense. You rush him.
Yeah, it's going to be a finesse roll to try and do that. Or is.
I mean, you could say finesse your cane sword, hack his hand.
Yeah.
Roll onto it. He's holding it, right?
Yeah. And then just.
Or just stab in the neck and just push him on, like just quick, whatever you want to do. But yeah, I think gonna desperate, great. You know
Okay.
what? Desperate standard.
Desperate standard.
I think desperate standard. Yes, that's
Okay, I'm going to put. I can't push myself. Damn it. Those bargains.
This is when
Quick.
you give him the tainted.
I was thinking that. I don't know if I want to keep resorting to it, but you.
You need superhuman. He needs a superhuman effort to do this.
He does, doesn't he? To survive it as well. Not survive, but
We can resist this. We can resist though, Dan. You know, if it goes wrong, we can resist the consequence.
I know.
Just roll the one dice and resist it. And then if you get a trauma, you know, you get a trauma. It's fine.
I'm totally gonna get shot for this. Okay. I'm gonna do a finesse. I can't push myself. What have you got to offer in terms of devil's bargains?
Okay, well, seeing how close you're coming to death.
Yeah, there's like a last spark in Merrick.
Yeah.
You get double tainted.
You get a phobia or fear that you must tell us about and can be used against you in future.
The dark.
Yeah,
Grenades, explosives.
Of close spaces. And it might, if you're in the future, like we can use it against you.
Yeah.
Basically, you develop some kind of weakness, like it's that fear kicks in and it never quite goes.
It makes sense if you to take it. It would be explosives.
I don't think it'll feel like it'd be explosive. I think it would be in close spaces because it's like it's the being in the tunnel that's the issue here.
It'd be such a loud noise once the grenade goes off.
Because there's no getting away from it.
There's no getting away from it. The workshop's right there.
But it's just one dice. Like
You can resist, baby.
No, I'm not going to take it.
Take it.
Like,
Take it.
What?
Yeah, that's up to you. I just want Merrick to get fucked up.
So do I.
So Merrick.
I don't want him
on
to
it.
die. I just want him to get like full of trauma.
One desperate standard. One dice.
That's for standard. So I want my experience now, even though I'm about to die.
You ring the leg might not be an issue much longer.
Let's go.
He did something.
He does it with a consequence.
This is gonna be harm.
Yeah, I mean this is obviously
Yeah.
it makes sense. So you rush Hutton, and as you rush him, he kind of looks up almost surprised, like I don't think you had it in you. It's just like that moment of I didn't think I judged you wrongly. I thought I had you, you didn't. And as you look at it, he's got a couple of grenades, but he's only set one off. He chain reacts to what he's thinking, and he's just smoking the cigar with one hand. And he just looks up, and you just see that grenade it's just been popped. The chain's on the floor. Looks up at you. How do you want to do it?
I think just bring the cane sword right down on his wrist.
Yeah, sever the wrist.
Sever the wrist, and then.
Nasty.
Just like
It drops in front of him.
Yeah, just like kick his chair out from under him, like onto it.
Like grab his wrist, maybe like the bloody wrist, like lever it behind his body, kick his chair out, and like slam him down onto the grenade.
Yeah.
You do that, but you don't get away. Not in time. That 5 second, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He goes onto it, boom, and you're right there with it. You come awake. You probably moments later, on your back against the wall, and as you look up, you see most of the blast is taken by this strange pile of rags. Red. Oh, that's a body.
Gore.
That's what remains of a body. It's taken most of the brunt. There's like a plasterer, but one who uses red around the room. The workshop is intact. It hasn't caught. You see Crawlock looking at you almost quizzically. Not quite sure what's going on. Completely high.
Saved his life.
The noise is like woken him up, but he's not completely with it. And as you look down, how much harm have you taken, Merrick? You can resist. Before we reveal, let's see how you resist. I'm guessing you resist. So this would be a level 3 harm.
Yeah.
You would need help from this. I think as you've pushed him down, the blast there, I think it's shrapnel has hit you.
So how many?
And the force is blowing.
How much load have you taken as well?
This is going to be pierced lung. And the force has struck you. One of your ribs has gone into your lungs, and you can feel that. And you can feel the blood coughing up.
Pierced lung level 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got enough armor to go to heavy armor.
Like unless you get help or like, something's blocked it, you're gonna need help because you're coughing blood.
Okay.
I'd resist personally because I think it makes sense, like in a narrative, like.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. Like you can take the armor. You can say you were wearing armor.
So the armor's there for.
It just seems cooler to me to do the dice roll for the resist and see if you get a trauma from it, because that is so traumatizing. Having a grenade like dropped in front of you and you having to like put someone's body on before they die. That's me personally. Like you can do whatever you want, Dan. You can take.
It helps. And I would say this. I'm not trying to force you either way. I do think the armor would reduce it to level 2.
Yeah.
It will take a serious blast. It wouldn't be pierced, but still the force of landing.
Would that be heavy armor to get to level 2?
How you can take 2 level armor, right? Each level of armor would reduce it by 1. Can you take it?
Mechanically, the best thing I can do is take the heavy armor and get it down to level 1 harm. But I'm going to resist.
I will say in that block it says don't be a weasel.
You'll get an XP from me from this.
Be a weasel.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 dice to resist. Oh wait, yeah, I'm guessing I'm using my skirmish, like prowess to resist. Yeah. So.
Ooh, you need to survive. You got it. See,
you did it.
Yeah,
you did it.
You just get one stress.
Look at that. Riding that line, riding that wave.
What would have been your trauma though?
Like
haunted? No, not haunted. That's a little more arcane. Unstable? Well, obsessed. I don't know. That's good. You made the right choice, Dan.
What you see as a like you struggle to breathe. Oh, is that lung? No. Your arm's been dented.
Oh, you can.
Your arm's been dented, and you release the metal plate underneath it. You've still taken a little bit of harm.
Yeah.
But you've resisted most of it.
Do I take level 1 harm?
If you use his armor, is it or?
I'm just saying. It's just more flavour and everything. But yeah, it will be level 1 harm.
I think I'd use the armor anyway because we're at the end of the corner, right?
Yeah, that's the game. So it's like you use the armor, and once you release it, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
You made the right choice.
I'm just gonna roll onto my back and just fall unconscious.
Your moustache is burnt. Your disguise kit is
not
fully gone. Not only was it covered in blood, your moustache is now burnt away. Or like the force of it. Last thing you see is Croc just looking at you like.
What an ending.
And then just goes.
What an ending.
So yeah, unless there's anything else you want to do, I think that's what we'll pick up next week as Thadeus sees his workshop mostly intact.
Pops my head down a minute.
You just see Merrick just lying there next to a bloody corpse, or what remains of most of a torso. No, most of the legs, half a torso. Cigar just blown on the side. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it there for now. Pick up the aftermath of this next week.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Right, guys, we'll end it. Thank you for joining us. As always, hang around after the credits. We'll just tonight score. Probably have to run through it quite quick, just for timings. But we'll go through the XP and yeah, awesome, guys. Great session.
Yeah, crazy,
fun,
crazy
session.
swingy.
You'll be able to obviously catch this on the other gaming because it's probably where you're watching it. We hope so. We've also got Guildhall on Wednesdays. Do check out Thursdays. Guildhall on Thursdays. Check us out. We've got some cool things. We've got a new unboxing video coming soon,
which we did actually mention.
We mentioned the boat thing will be relevant when you watch the unboxing.
Which, when you watch this, will already be out. So
Nice.
yay.
It all works.
Timing.
Timing. Dan does the timings. I just GM the game. Awesome. But thank you guys as always. Thank you for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you enjoy, what you didn't. The feedback's always appreciated. But yeah, hopefully you had fun. Joined us for this pretty crazy ride. Awesome. I think that's it for tonight. So guys, we love you. Thank you for hanging out with us. And from the murky, bloody, violent streets of Doskvol, we will see you in the dusk. Good night.
See ya.
Yeah.
Episode of the season.
Yeah. So I'm just stretching my legs.
Cool.
He's off the side of the camera. Where's he gone?
XEXEP.
XXP.
You're first.
I am first. So, Desperates. There were a couple.
There were a few, yeah. I mean, one or two.
I think there were 2 or 3. I think there were 2. I think I marked them both.
Yeah, you marked them as you go, don't we?
Yep. Address the challenge with deception or influence. I mean,
there was a bit of there was influence to try and get Surox to
try and get Surox. I quite liked doing the whole drunk disguise thing. It didn't really work out very well, but I tried.
Was there, yeah. I think the deception was there. I do think he does a few,
yeah.
I think most of it was Surox and then a little bit at the end there.
Yeah.
Again, you had the challenge and you dealt with it by trying to hide, be sneaky.
Yeah, I think 2 for that.
Seems fair.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
There was definitely a bit there where you were quite reluctant to do the planet first.
I did not want to work with Surox's crew.
No, I think
I kind of feel like Merrick, over the course of the episode, kind of, starting off not wanting to involve Surox at all, and then ultimately just unleashing him on the grinders. I think he kind of
the ambition gets
there
better.
was some development there.
Yeah, I also think there was a bit, honestly, for me when. He was very much like, no, it's 2K. He was like, okay, well, if we're doing it, we're going all the way. We're doing the whole thing.
I mean, yeah.
Also, I think next week we'll pick up with left off because you might want to turn those boats around.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually,
there will be next week as well. To go through.
Although we've got most of the game, it's just whether we want to take Ulf down as well.
Yeah,
but, I think so.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of character there.
Struggle with issues for your vice or traumas.
No,
not really.
No gambling required.
I'll take 4.
Leech.
I think I rolled 3 desperate actions, and I think they were all in prowess as I was fighting, fighting on the boat.
Derek was tougher than he is tougher than Hutton. Hutton was smarter, but Derek's harder. Derek's physically harder.
Address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem.
Yeah,
there was a little bit of that, bit of mayhem. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Not so much.
Not a lot of racism tonight.
Yeah, that's the only facet of Thadeus' personality.
No, there's no family need. You didn't need to wind down with your family.
There was a bit like there was a bit like viciousness in terms of we're going to turn the boats back on themselves.
Oh yeah. Your speech at the end of part 1 was totally on point for Thadeus.
Yeah, so
this is how we do it.
Yeah,
so probably
this is scorched earth.
Yeah,
I think the word was. Dictatorship.
You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas? Not really. I mean, I'm perhaps... Yeah, no, it's probably just
Yeah,
too
there was
XP
small
there.
stuff, like, obviously...
I don't know, Paranoia, you were like all about Skurlock, you watch him.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Alright, fair.
not struggling. It was
Not
just,
it's
just adding to the flavour of the game.
The other things were really like the normal stuff, like you're carrying your vampire kit around. I've
already
But it was
covered
called
all
the
stress for
struggle,
not
it's the
doing
struggle,
it.
isn't it?
covered all of
there's
that,
nothing
really.
really.
With the struggles, like it's like what it's
Yeah.
making a character real, isn't it? The flaws make them real.
It's not the standard.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I seem to it.
Yep.
You like 3, 4, 3?
2. Yeah, with my 3, like 5 with my desperate. So
Struggle with your trauma.
it's just so tempting when I've got 2 right. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a little.
We got so much after it. So I've leveled up my prowess.
Nice.
I've taken another point in finesse.
Nice. Get very finessey.
Yes. Finesse seems to be my finesse is my go-to after like talking.
Yeah.
Just like
Words don't work. The cane saws.
yeah, exactly.
And then the gang.
The gang.
I'm gonna take a finesse as well.
You're gonna take finesse as well. Ooh, okay. You do the gang?
Yeah, sure.
So stressed. I love it.
Acquire product supply, execute clandestine or covert sales, or secure new territory. I mean, we did sell some stuff in this episode.
We got a lot of supply of electroplasm. I don't know if that's product supply, but
contend with challenges above your current station.
Yeah, one for that.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Professional or ambitious.
There'd be one for that for Xerox, for delivering Xerox. We'd be very happy with that and how it was done.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of
I
the
also
crew.
think, what's the first one, sorry?
Acquire product supply, execute clandestine.
Not specifically drug related.
No.
Not drug related. Oh, I know.
But it was covert sales.
Lucid. No, I think
Covert-
definitely
covert
definitely
sales. I mean,
You
that's
made a new
been-
product. You literally made a new
yeah,
product.
the electroplasm is directly product
Linked to it,
related. Yeah.
No, but we actually developed the Lucid stuff,
Recall, yeah.
and we're gonna develop it as well. Goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Probably not so much.
I see that more than anything.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought so. I think it's 2 in there personally.
I think there's a couple in there.
I thought
like.
It's the whole thing for me. It was the way you. I mean, it was the characters amalgamation of the characters as well, but it was the whole way you wanted to deal with the grinders, like where you know we don't fuck with those kind of things. It seemed like you dealt with the hush belt, like the hush belt.
I know it was sort of like a consequence of the dice rolls at the end of the day, but it did feel very professional in terms of using our existing connections.
Yeah.
And then SWAT teaming onto the boat, having walkie-talkies, coordinating an attack, switching the plan when it went wrong. It was like a bit of a SAS style mission coming in.
I thought the whole nature of the gang was very, very much this is the hush belt. Like, no, sorry, this is the Blackwater Exchange.
Yeah.
This is our area.
Yeah.
So that's 5. 1, 2, 3,
Like
4.
the goals, like we don't let them cross us. To express the drives, beliefs in inner conflict.
Yeah.
Even you argue, I think the whole lot. Even like at the end, like you took a clock for forces you don't understand. Your own gang has turned. They've gone and what the hell have you?
Oh yeah, that is internal conflict, isn't
Yeah.
it? And we sort of knew that was going to happen once you unleash something.
We knew nothing.
So, yeah.
Scandalous.
Yeah, one off.
Awesome,
I'll
guys.
have a look. Oh my god, that episode was crazy. Honestly, the crits, the 2 crits, the piss poor engagement roll on 4 dice,
Every time.
which really made the score excellent, really, because with splitting the boats apart, and it gave a bit of urgency to the crew, and it was just really, really good. Really enjoyed it.
That was a great idea. Awesome, guys.
Yeah,
Awesome.
cool.
I was really hoping Thadeus would come for that last showdown, but
I was like,
every second was like, he'll be here any minute.
yeah.
That's why I wasn't even how far away am I? I was like, I saw Merrick's stress, and I was like, I really wanted to get trauma. I was like, I'm just gonna hold off saying that. I wanted to deal with it.
trauma.
Did well. Release the hounds, and
Yeah, man.
that was a really, really good ending as well.
Yeah.
Made the right choice as well.
Yeah.
On that.
I'm sure none of those clocks give you trauma.
Nope.
Instant trauma. No.
Nope.
We'll see what happens. I've got some notes. I'll show the guys. I had to give them a little peek before my. I was like, I'm not fucking with the grinders. Look at this. Grinders are going to attack today.
Nope.
It was really great.
Awesome, guys. Thank you for joining us. Got some cool level up, man. So we got some new stats, some new darts, getting that a little bit stronger. We'll catch you next week for what will probably be the series finale. I think for this first arc. Not guaranteed. We'll see how it goes, but do join us as this first series is definitely drawing to a close, and then we'll pick it up several months in the future. But we'll see what the outcome of this is before making any fair decisions. But yeah, do join us as we draw near to the end of season 1 of the Blackwater Exchange. I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, guys. As always, thank you for hanging out, and we'll catch you next time. Good night.
See you.
Goodbye.